We all know VMware products are always on top of the list for your virtualization requirements. But you can use the base ESXi for setting up a simple virtualization setup or lab with a single PC or server. For example, you have one physical server and you want to create multiple virtual machines for your lab setup. There are multiple choices like Ovid, KVM. You can even use VirtualBox, but you need an operating system and you install VirtualBox on top of that. So you can also consider VMware vSphere Hypervisor or ESXi, as this is available as free to use. Means we can simply set up a lab arrangement with that, but not a production grade arrangement. You need VMware vCenter server for a full vSphere cluster experience, and this is a licensed software. We have a video for installing VMware vCenter server which I have mentioned in the video description. Okay, so in this video we will learn how to quickly install a VMware vSphere Hypervisor or ESXi on a physical server. You can download VMware vSphere Hypervisor trial for free and install on bare metal servers or workstations. But please note, this will be a single node cluster. If you are watching our videos for the first time, my name is Gineesh and welcome to techbeatly. If you think our videos are useful, you may please subscribe to this YouTube channel to get all of our latest videos on these technology topics. Okay, please note, this demo is only for explaining the steps to cover VMware vSphere Hypervisor in a lab or test environment. You must consider recommended prerequisites or best practices, architecture and configuration for production level clusters. The installation is simple and straightforward and no special arrangement is needed for a lab setup. Step 1. We have to download the ESXi image from VMware website. I have mentioned all the links and details in the video description below. Visit the URL and find the version you are planning to install. Once you downloaded the ESXi ISO image, make sure this will be available to boot for your workstation or bare metal servers. If you can access over network or virtual media, then no need to burn a CD or USB boot. Step 2. You have to boot this ESXi ISO image. You have to boot it from USB or a remote ISO. I have my bare metal server configured to load from ISO. For this demo, I am mounting it as a virtual media, as you can see. So you need to make sure it will boot from this virtual media or virtual CD-ROM when you reboot. If there is any issue to boot from ISO, we can override the boot order from BIOS or from the boot menu. ESXi ISO will load the content and will show an installation wizard screen. Same like any other operating system installation. So The next step is you need to install the ESXi installation. The screen will ask to accept the license agreement, all those other items. Then you choose the disk to be used for the installation. Make sure you choose the correct options, as it may overwrite the disk and you will lose the data if you have any other data on the same disk. Also choose the correct root password for your ESXi OS. You need this to log in later. Step 4. Configuration of ESXi once loaded will give you some basic information. If you have a DHCP server running in the same network, ESXi host will try to get a DHCP IP address from there. Otherwise, you will have an option for configuring a static IP, and also you will configure other details. You can see the instruction on the home screen itself. In this case, we will press F2 to customize the ESXi host. It will ask for the root password, and you need to enter the same password which you have set during the installation. For this demo, we will just configure the network only. We will just use a static IP mask and DNS details. Then we will press F12 to restart the ESXi host so that the new settings will be applied. Step 5. Verify the GUI access once rebooted with the proper network configurations. We will access the ESXi host via web browser. Log in with the root username and the password, the same password which you have used earlier. So now you can see the item storage, storage, network, etc. from the GUI screen. We will test the ESXi by creating a new virtual machine. Just follow the standard procedures and complete the virtual machine setup. We can see the VM console for verification. Since we don't have an ISO to try, nothing much to do here. You can easily try to mount an ISO to this VM and boot up. So we have a fully functional VMware vSphere hypervisor, and you can create any number of virtual machines as you need. Depends on your CPU and memory resources. But if you want to try the full features of VMware virtualization, please see our videos on setting up a VMware vCenter server appliance installation. So we can install a VMware vCenter server as self-hosted, meaning the vCenter server will be installed as VM on top of this ESXi server. You don't need a separate server for hosting the vCenter. Please watch the video for more details. Hope you got some basic idea on setting up a VMware vSphere, Hypervisor or ESXi. Please feel free to add questions in the comment box, and I will try my best to reply on those. Yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you think our videos are useful, please like this video. If you don't like, please dislike, and yeah, subscribe our YouTube channel for getting the latest videos. See you next time with another video, and thank you.